Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike with Fowler Family Farm. And today I'm right back where I left off in the last video. I'll link that right up here if you guys want to catch up and see what the last video was. It was me trying to fix this electric fence. And it's just not, the solar chargers over here just aren't holding a charge. So my cow's just walking right through this fence and she's actually broke one now. So I'm gonna have to fix that. I put her back in the pasture. One of the cows. One cow stays in. The other cow gets out 7 or 8 times a day. So she's just walking right through it because it's not getting, it's not hitting her at all. So it's no big deal to her. She's actually back in right now, but she'll find her way back out. What I'm doing here is digging a trench from the corner of this barn. This is where my tack room is in the barn. My AC electric fence charger will be in the tack room. It's going to come out of the side of the barn here, side of the tack room. It's going to go underground to the electric fence behind you guys, and that's the cow pasture behind you guys as well. So I've already done some digging right here. I did some of this in the last video, and I've done a little bit this morning too. I'm going to try to get this about 1 foot deep. Actually, right here I'm probably good right where it's at. It's probably 8 inches, 10 inches deep. There's not ever going to be any heavy equipment or anything cross through here. Around my driveway, right under my driveway, I probably want to try to go at least 1 foot deep. And what I plan on doing is running my hot wire to the fence. My ground I plan on just putting right here along the barn. I just plan on putting grounding rods right here along the barn. That way it doesn't have to go underground as well. But my electric, my hot wire I'm gonna run straight over to the fence, and I plan on putting that in some PEX tubing. It's plastic, it should protect the wire well, plus the wire will be coated as well, so it should be perfectly fine. But I want to try to go at least 1 foot deep, if not deeper, because I will have the tractor going through here, our vehicles, UPS, FedEx drives through here. 1 foot may not be deep enough, I don't know, but we're going to give it a shot and see if that works. Okay, so obviously one of my biggest issues is going under the ground here where my road has been compacted down for 3 years now, my driveway. I did do this edge right here, and it was fairly easy, but I know the closer I get to the middle, where we're always driving over it, yeah, it's gonna get pretty difficult and pretty, should be pretty tough. So I'll show you a little bit of that, but I don't plan on showing you guys a lot of that, just simply because that's kind of boring watching someone dig. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna have to do is just use the pickaxe, just right probably about 4 inches into the ground, into the driveway, and then I can finish it off with that sharpshooter. All right, I'll bring you guys back when that part's done. Okay, just a quick update. I made it to right here. This is just my line. I haven't really dug much of this, maybe 2 inches. But to that point there, I'm about 8 to 10 inches deep, and I think that's about as far as I'm gonna have to go, or be able to go. You start digging this, and then you start realizing, oh yeah, I forgot I put red select clay down before the gravel. That stuff hardens up like concrete. So it's hard to get through this. I thought, you know what, I can get this done in an hour, hour and a half. I've been doing this for about an hour. That's as far as I've made it, 5 feet. So I've got about a little over half the driveway left, so it's probably gonna take me another hour at least. I should have went ahead and got a trencher. I thought this wasn't gonna be too difficult. I knew it was gonna be hard, but not back-breaking and this time-consuming. So yeah, I should have got the trencher. I've already be done by now. I am taking a break. I'm gonna go put some, I don't know if y'all can see that over there, but I got some corn on my 4-wheeler. I'm gonna go put some corn out for the deer. I plan on going hunting this evening before it gets dark. Hopefully, if this gets done. I don't know, it's 10 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm on my 2nd bottle of water, so Margie, I am staying hydrated, so that's good. And I am staying safe. All right, I'll get back with y'all here in a minute. Okay guys, we're getting close. I still got some clean out to do in certain areas. But it's pretty much 10 inches to a foot in most of the driveway area. You know, over there is probably 6 to 8 to 10 inches over there. And then over here, all the way to this pole, I'm going to try to get to at least 10 inches because there's a chance that we could drive in that grass area. But then where that dirt is, that's where we're going to stop. So we're getting close. I'll bring you guys back when I'm done. And then also, Tanya is on the tractor way up there. She is getting rid of a lot of this gravel pile we got. We need to start using it up, putting it up on our driveway up towards the shop, which is what she's working on. All right, let's see what Tanya can do here. She's gotten up quite a bit of it already. Very good. So I think I'm gonna have her get a lot of this when we get the fence down. I'm gonna take that fence down and then she can come this way and get some of it too. Okay, so I just I just dropped y'all on the ground, is what I just did. Alright, let's try this again. It's windy. I'll just hold it. So I just put the hole into the metal. And I did not, this didn't work, because it's not for metal. So I had to use a plethora of snips and wire cutters. That right there is what's going to go straight through that hole and into the tack room. Okay, it's day 2. We had plans last night, so I didn't get to finish up. But these two little pregnant girls have been out all night because the fence is down. But they have been out. We do have a perimeter fence around our whole property, so they can't get off our property. Well, of course they could if they wanted to, but they could just run right through any fence. But it contains them. But they have been in, like over my mom's property. They've been in her front yard a lot. They've just been behind the goat pen. There's a lot of green grass. Ain't that right, Gwen? Dixie doesn't like us. Gwen's pretty friendly. But Dixie, she doesn't like us yet. You gonna let me pet you? No, not today. Come here. Come here. Oh, I know. I know. Yeah. Okay, so overnight I've been thinking about this, and I'm gonna run one more red PEX line in the ground here. And I'm just gonna have a wire in it as well, but it's just gonna be like a secondary one if I ever need it. That way I have two. I've got it dug, I might as well do it so I don't have to redig this later down the road. So I've already got one PEX line in. I'm gonna go ahead and run the second one real quick. Stop. You stay right where you're at. No, keep yours straight. Okay, so now what I'm going to be doing is taking this insulated wire and running it through my PEX pipe that I have down, my PEX line, I'm gonna run one all the way into the tack room. Okay, so we have wire coming out of both of the PEX lines now. I can pull that one through if I need more. It's the one, this short one is the one that is just gonna be here for now. I don't have any purpose for it yet, I don't think. I may use it for a secondary ground bed. This one here is the hot wire. It's the one that will be going into the barn. It already is going into the barn. So the other end is coming out the tack room. And so what I'm gonna do next is secure that piece right there. Put up the charger inside the tack room, attach the hot wire. That way I know exactly how much of this I can pull through. Okay, so I've attached the hot wire. Look how many misses I had. I mismeasured so many times. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's, between this here and the sheet metal is a lot more space than I thought. And then I guess it's up off the ground way more than I thought too. So the hot wire is in. I left myself some slack. And now we are burying the actual cable. Let's show you that. Okay, so this leftover wire here is just my extra wire. I will bag this up and keep it out of the, sort of keep it out of the elements. This I haven't secured yet. I'll get that secured. That's my hot wire going all the way down under the ground. We've already buried it, or at least most of it. Okay, so now I've got the ground wire hooked in, and it's still not plugged in, guys, so I can touch any of these wires. And it is protected once it goes through the wall and through the sheet metal. So now we're gonna go work on the ground rods. Okay, so this is the grounding rod, so this is the grounding wire coming out of the tack room that's already hooked up to the charger. I'm just gonna secure it to this post using a couple of staples. Okay, this is one of my 3 grounding rods. Sorry if it's windy. This is Oklahoma. It's always windy. I'm gonna try something. Billy over at Permapastures Farm does this with his grounding rods, and I don't know if it'll work here because we have a lot of clay, but I want to try it. So basically, he gets his grounding rod started just like that. Like I've already got that one about 8 inches in the ground. And then he pours water in the hole. And then he does it again. He just keeps going. Well, I went about 2 feet. It might work. So you add more water. Then the suction gets you. Whew.
I think it's time for the...
I'm about halfway done though.
Time for the postal driver.
Probably. He's an electrician. He does it all the time. I think it's time for me to use the post hole driver. Okay, we got that one about 7 feet in the ground. We're going to do this again. Okay guys, I'm done with the electric wiring over here. I want to take you over there and show you what I've done. I didn't record a whole lot of the latter end of it, just simply because it's so windy out here today. I can't even hear myself think. I'm on the other side of the barn and the wind's blocked over here, so you probably won't hear much wind on this. But when I take you back over there, you'll probably be hearing the wind. But I will show you what I've done and how I've hooked everything up. You probably saw someone else in the video. That's Tanya's brother, so that's my brother-in-law. He comes out to hunt, and so when he comes out, he usually tries to help do some of the chores around with me. So, all right, let's take you over there real quick. Okay, my ground wire is the black wire up against the post. Coming this way, and it hits that first grounding rod, and that is we drilled holes through the grounding rods and just put the wire through there. I still am going to get the clamps. I just didn't have any with me, so I'll get the clamps and they'll be clamped on there as well. And these are 10 feet apart. This one is in the ground about 6 feet, and I had to cut about a foot off. And the same thing, we drilled a hole through it. This one is in the ground about 5 feet, and I had to cut 2 feet off. I just couldn't drive it any further. And then I left enough wire. There's enough wire, it comes back this direction. And it hooks in right there, it ends right there. But the reason I left some extra wire there is because I want to go ahead and add one more grounding rod since I couldn't get these in a full 6 feet. So that first one's in 7 feet. I didn't have to do any cutting on that one. So I want to put another one right in this area. That's why I have extra wire. So I'll have 4 grounding rods in. And then the red PEX line coming out is my hot line, and it's going down in the ground. The extra red line right there is nothing yet. I just have it in there just in case, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up and keep it secure. The red line, or the red PEX line, comes down the driveway. So it's going to come up right here, and that's where I've tied it in, right there. So it's all tied in right there, and that is a gate line right there that you're seeing. So that's a gate line. So I just got to pull on that to open the gate, and there's 2 of them. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and test this line. See if I can get it to focus. All right. So it's hitting at the very top there, that 8,000. Let's test the bottom one. 8,000. So we're good. This is gonna hit pretty hard. Hey, y'all come here. Will y'all test my fence? Gwen, come here. Yeah, they're not interested. I do want to show y'all these. These are called lockjaws. A subscriber sent these to us. Jesse and Lisa, thank you very much. Over at Lazy Days with Jesse and Lisa. You guys go check them out. I was going to go ahead and install these, but I think I'm going to save them still. I'm actually going to go buy probably 2 or 3 more bags, and I'm going to replace all this wire with poly wire, but I just don't have it yet, so I thought I would just replace everything when I actually put up the poly wire. So I plan on doing that probably in about a month or 2 when it gets a little cooler, because even though this is late October, and I got really hot today. Okay, y'all, there you have it. That fence is hitting really hard right now, so it should be pretty good. Those cows shouldn't be getting out much anymore. They should touch it once and start respecting it. But I'll keep you updated on the next few videos and let you know if it's working out right. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's probably gonna be a lot of wind in it. I'm sorry about that. Not much I can do. Oklahoma, it's always windy. Go down and hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. And make sure you hit the like button and leave us a comment. We'll talk to you guys on the next video. Remember, do the good.